All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? I know we're talking about dragons in this set, and we're doing big, crazy things with Temur. But what if we did low to the ground beatdown with Temur? And that's what we're going to be looking at today. And I want to give credit. I was already working on a version of this, and then I also saw one from Yeoman5, who, he's always putting cool stuff together for beginning of seasons. So I stole a couple of ideas from him and slimmed my deck up, and we'll see how this works out. But starting at the top, we have some old cards, and we'll roll into some new cards. But Burst Lightning, you need to have some amount of removal, and we can get our mana reduced on our spells, and we'll talk about that in a second, so that could be cool. Llanowar Elf obviously helps us fuel our other cards. Paw Patch Recruit, really good just in general, kind of a big defensive card. Quirion Beastcaller, since we're playing almost all creatures, this should actually get a lot of counters on it during the course of the game. Yavimaya Iconoclast. This is one that gets underplayed. I think the most recent time I played this was when we played like a Naya Elves deck, as the last time I played. And I guess we had a Gruul Haste deck. Those are like the two times I've played this. So it should be kind of neat in here since it checks all the right colors, and it is a hasty boy. Outcaster Trailblazer. Now this has potential to do a lot of stuff in this list, because from here on out, a lot of things we're going to talk about are going to be 4 power or bigger, but it works really well with another card in the deck, and we'll get to it in a second. But Sirach, Elusive Hunter. This is 3 for a 4/3. It can't be countered. Whenever a creature you control or a creature spell you control becomes a target of a spell or ability opponent controls, draw a card. That means even if they try to counter one of your creatures, you get to draw a card. If they, go for the throat a creature, you get to draw a card. So like really cool in general, and it randomly has trample. Okay, first new card, really. Second new card actually, because the Sirach is new. But Frostcliff Siege is a 3 mana enchantment. You get to choose either side. Jeskai says whenever one or more creatures you control do a combat damage to your player, you get to draw a card. So if we need cards, we go that route. But if we just need to get over some tokens, well, you can choose Temur, and creatures you control get +1/+0 and have trample and haste. And haste is very good with a couple of cards in the deck when they're so big. One of my favorite new cards in Magic is Temur Battlecrier, 3 mana for a 4/3. During your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less for each creature you control power 4 or greater. We have a lot of creatures with power 4 or greater. But when you do something like this, here's an example. Say you have Temur Battlecrier, then you could play a Trailblazer for 1, well, for 2, technically, but you get a mana back. But then now you have 2 things with power 2 or greater, which means then you could play like Sirach or whatever and have a hasty boy. So like some silly stuff that you could potentially pull off. Speaking of which, Sirach, the Hunt Caller, also going to be in here giving some stuff haste, just a quality 5/4 body that your opponents have to deal with. And then if any of your stuff is giving things haste, well, Dragonhawk might actually kill your opponent. Come into play, maybe get 3 triggers, get to attack, get 3 triggers. That's probably going to be enough to kill your opponent, but we'll see how it works out. Y'all know the drill. At the bottom in the description, you'll have a link that takes you over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor where you can download this, but also we have another sponsor, Tales of Adventure. You check them out if you want to buy Magic, especially new stuff, or maybe stuff to fill out your commander decks. But you can use code DRAGON, DRAGN. It'll save you 5%. And you'll be supporting us and putting us on our way to make better content, and hopefully, some point, get an editor to help us out. Anyway, let's go see if being low to the ground beatdown is a way to get the wins. We have Restless Ridgeline, Botanical Sanctum, Carplusian Forest. How do I feel about this? We're going to keep it for sure. I think I'm okay just playing this. I don't think I have to play Paw Patch here on 1. I think I want maximum options. So I'm just going to play this on 2. No haste. And then I get to either kill something, play a recruit, or maybe just play Frostcliff Siege. That turn passed very quickly. All right, chat, quick vote. I don't know how many are lagging behind or not, but do we want to get the bonus with trample? You know what? Let's go trample haste. And just get in there for 4. Because next turn, even if they kill our creatures, we get to double Paw Patch Recruit. And those are each going to be +1 with haste. And then we still have 6 damage in hand. So, like, I don't know, maybe. You know, things are random, but we'll see how it works out. Well, that sort of changes things now, doesn't it? I mean, I guess we still do it. Only can attack with 2 of them, though. The fact that Nissa's even thinking about blocking is good for us. Because they didn't like auto, just like, I'll just take 6. Okay, fair. I can respect that. Look how much damage this is letting us do, though. The +1 and haste is kind of filthy. And you trample just for sport, you know? Alright, they have mana here. 3 mana to be exact, so they can do a lot. Spelunking. Alright, we don't fear that too much. Ooh, alright, so if we play this, that's 4. I'm assuming they're going to block that. They would take 6, 7? I don't think we die, right? I'm like, I don't think we die. Like, maybe we do. Hell, I don't know. Yeah, let's just play it. Let's get a green mana. Just be all in on the plan here. Alright. I mean, if there's a way they combo out and kill us, good job to them. If not, they need to get above at least 4 life, because we can, no matter what, shoot for 4. Yep, we don't care about no Lumra. Actually, I say that. You get a lot of mana off of Nissa here, so we do kind of care about Lumra. I mean, you can keep this cycle going. And I don't blame the opponent for going through the actions here, because, like, part of their thought, if I was in their shoes, is try to get enough blockers for all the attackers and see if you can just hold off the damage. But there's also the issue of direct damage. The next creature we play is also going to have haste, you know. But they have a fistful of cards. I mean, no telling what they could do here. Alright, Analyst. And there's 2 lands in the yard, so you can spend 4 to get 2 more. Oh no, because you also had the Fable Passage. So yes, that's a lot more mana. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they get Loomer up to 20 and just haste it. Like, at this rate. I guess it's possible. Yeah, there's another Analyst. So, yeah, it's all possible. All right. 2 more triggers from Nissa. 3, actually. And if they have basics, they can go search for 2 more to get to 5. And then have 6, 7, 8 mana available. All right. I mean, they're doing the thing. I mean, doppelgang a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Actually, doppelgang our siege and 1 creature and we lose. Oh, opponent, if you have doppelgang, do it. Because that gives all their stuff haste. So if they do that, we're tapped out. We're dead. I mean, we've been stuck on 3 land, but still, like, beside the point. I also could have been smarter and just killed Nissa, but I was just going for the win. Oh, opponent, no! Why did you not copy our siege? I mean, they'll have enough mana that if they have another doppelgang, they can still do it. All right, you got 6 mana. I mean, you can still doppelgang here. Spelunking, sure. Yeah, if we win this, it's going to be strictly because the opponent didn't copy our siege. Rob Boomsma says, thanks for always making content. I'm sure it makes for long days. It does. It makes for a lot of long days, friend. I mean, we're not really playing Magic. We're just watching the opponent do their thing. The bad part is they're not even really playing new cards. It's all old stuff. Like, there's one Ureni, I guess. Okay, looks like you have another Doppelgang. Doppelgang the Siege. Nope, looks like going for, like, World Wake or whatever that thing is. Play the burn spell. Alright, I mean, we win. I mean, to be fair, I could have just killed Nissa after we'd already gotten another Nissa out of the way. That would have been the smart move. I didn't make the right play, but... And if they still have a Doppelgang, they still win. Like, let's be clear. I don't know what they have left in the way of basics or whatever, or if this generates enough, and they have another burn spell in hand. Alright. Go get another one. Alright, so you've got 8 floating plus another 4, so that's 12. You have Ureni. Alright. So you obviously get to kill all my stuff. You have like 15 lands, it doesn't matter. So literally, this is just the Nissa deck with Ureni. I was actually kind of hoping they had some other cool new cards they were messing around with. Do you have anything to give something haste? Nope. Alright. Well, after all that... I mean, like, that's... I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes, after all that, great. That's pretty crazy. I think our opponent, for real, had, like, a 6-minute turn. And I just sit here and chatted with y'all. And then we were just sitting there going, well, if we get a turn, we're just going to burst lightning. Wow, that's crazy. It's a way, and it's one of those games where like you feel bad because the opponent could have won, but at the same time, we also could have made a safe play instead of just going for it. So, never punished, I guess. Yeah, we're keeping this. Also, the thing to note about Temur Battlecrier is it's every spell you play after this. It doesn't matter if it's creature, land, whatever. Just it gets a reduction. I was wondering how many people were going to play that, and then it returns to your hand. Yeah. Because I actually considered that in one of my war leaders call decks. Because it's just like automatic triggers, right? You just get to do that every turn. Are we killing a Beast Caller? We are not. We're playing a Mount. Oh, I see. So if you're trying to play your second spell every turn, that's pretty smart. Pretty smart. Got to give credit where it's due. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess we got to go for it. I could kill their mouse, but whatever. I assume they will try to take this turn to kill Battlecrier and play their 2/2, if they have it. Oh no, they are not, friends. They are definitely not. Okay. Well. I have one thing, so this costs 4? Damn it. Short one. That's not going to work. Like, I'm looking, what are our other options if we don't get to play Burst Lightning here? Ooh, wait, actually, we can play... Oh, no, because that'll only be 3 things. So I was thinking we do this... Yeah, we're still going to be a mana short. And then do this, but this only gives us... Yeah, that's not going to do it. I guess if that's the case, I might just give this haste and go for it, right? Play this tapped. I guess I could always just kill this, though. And kind of put the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, I'll do this because we start growing our other dude. Oh. If I kick this, though, I could also attack with that. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't have the gumption. I'm weak. Sorry. I'm weak. I mean, you gotta do something. I mean, I guess you don't have to do anything, but... Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this mouse before we have to worry about it. Honestly, in hindsight, I probably should have just paid Kicker on the Iconoclast. I think that was the right answer. I just didn't commit. I'm a wuss. That's a cool little setup, though, honestly. Like, you gotta give the opponent credit. That's really cool. Yeah, GG's. Because now we can just activate our land. Put it on the Trampler. Alright. Battlecrier did its job. What's wild, too, is the Battlecrier really, just that turn giving you 2 extra bodies, also allowed us to pump this twice. So, like, while it seems kind of simple, it really did a lot there. Kind of nice. I think thinking about cards as being better than this card is a bad way of thinking. Because the decks you want a Temur Battlecrier in are not the decks you're going to want Rhino in. So they're both going to be good, but for very different reasons in very different decks. So convincing yourself that you should be thinking about one more than the other, I don't think is always a good way to be. We're going to keep this, by the way. But I see a lot of people get caught up in that of like, what's the better value thing, or what's this thing, or what play should be over. And it's like, man, a lot of these things are not absolutes, you know? Oh, no. Oh, gosh. What are we going to do here? I guess I at least play the thing that could potentially kill a thing if it blocks. Or at least kill this big thing. Alright. That's going to be a lot of mobilization here in a second. Ooh, boy. Wow. Wow. What are we looking to do? I guess we're just going to be mana efficient and play this. Pass a turn. Like, they kill Surak, I at least get a card. You know what I mean? Like, it's not great, but it's something. Alright, so that at least helps stave off some of the pain. Alright. So fortunately, we're in a situation where our creatures just happen to be bigger, which is helping. But let's go ahead and play this. Yeah, no need to attack there just yet. Surak's gonna die as well. Oh, we're sunfalling. Alright, well, that is a thing that happened. And playing a land. Alright. They still have 2 cards in hand, so it's a long way from being over here. Oh, no! Why did we draw something? We've been... Man, and this early access event, we've been drawing lots of land. I have definitely been a proverbial landlord today. I mean, obviously this is suspicious, right? Like, I'm attacking. Like, what do we think's gonna happen? Alright, get in there for 5. And please, let's draw some things that are not lands. Oh, Enduring Curse. That's a good card to have. Especially with all the tokens from Mobilize. That's pretty slick. I guess... Sack I guess it doesn't really matter. End up with a 3/3 either way. Oh, gosh. Alright, well... I mean, we do what we gotta do, I guess. Don't love it, but, you know, if it's all we got. Let's find another Surok or something here. Big Surok would be great. Get in there for 8, 9, actually. That would be a big attack. Oh, no. Yep, and those bad boys can attack if they want to. All right, need something big here. Oh, my gosh. All right, GG's. Like, we drew, what, 5 lands in a row and a Burst Lightning. Like, you know, what are you going to do? Yeah, all right, we're just dead. I mean, either way, if they have haste, it doesn't matter. We're cooked. Though I think that's part of the issue. I do need to play a couple more removal in this deck, though. Realistically. While what we're doing is fun and it's neat, like, we do need to play a couple more removal. Even if it's just, like, Lightning Strikes or something. Or Bounce Spells or whatever. Alright. Let's go ahead and play a Llanowar Elf and see if it lives. Ah, Beanstalk. Boo. Who shows up to have fun and plays Beanstalk? Who are these people? Like, there's nothing fun about Beanstalk. What are we doing? Hey, at least I got a card for my troubles. Alright, let's, yeah, this is probably fine. Alright, get in there. Oh, well, you're a cute card to have here. I was not expecting to draw that, let me tell you. Alright, let's do it. We're going to go hasty. We're going to play this, because this is just more damage right now. We're going to attack. And then I'm going to hope to draw an untapped land, so that I actually do some stuff with the Dragonhawk here. Alright, Dragonstorm, combo time. Is it not Dragonstorm combo time? No, you get to destroy an artifact or enchantment. That's real. Yep. Just kill my fun, why don't you? Oh, you're pretty good too, though. Alright, so opponent's at 10. We play this. Give itself haste. They block. This, because it doesn't have trample, I take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we try to kill him with this. Alright, I mean, I guess that's the way to go. I mean, just keep it coming, I guess. Alright, opponent goes to 3. I think we're in good shape here. Even if there's a dragon that, like, gains 3 life or whatever, I don't think that matters too much here. Yeah, we should be good. We're not worried about a ley line or anything. Yep. And go to attacks. Give this guy haste. It also will trigger again. So much damage. GG's. Whew. Did we even... sadly... Oh, no, we did play a couple of new cards that game. All right. Just saying. Let's keep this. Kurohitsu. What's up, bro? It's so funny. 2 people playing effigy stuff. Alright. Let's see what happens. I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't necessarily want to run Battlecrier into a deck with red and white, but it feels like the best thing to do here. So, here's hoping. Maybe their plan is just to play, like, 2 creatures or something. If Battlecrier lives, though, look how sick this turn could be. Like, we could go Blazer, Blazer, Dragonhawk, which is a pile of cards. Oh, Temur, the Battlecrier is gonna... No! No! Oh, that was so close. Why? Ah, boo. Boo. We were almost there. We almost did the thing. Well, now this isn't as cool. I think we just play it anyway straight up, though. Man, that would have been a sicko turn. That would have been insane. Because we literally would have went Trailblazer, Trailblazer, Dragonhawk for 2. I think at that point. No, for 3. But it also would have resulted in a bunch of cards and a mana leftovers. That would have been kind of cool. Yeah, we've been seeing some versions of this deck with the Sage of the Skies and whatever, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I think with our draw being what it is, and we didn't get an early removal spell for this guy, like, we're probably dead skis. Yeah, I'm just going to let it through. We're not doing anything productive here. I mean, we're kind of just playing a Dragonhawk and hoping for the best. Oh, and there's the Burst Lightning. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we're probably dead here. Yep. Oh, and they had another shelter. All right, GG's. I mean, if your opponent just draws hot, what are you going to do? Jaffer, also a good dude. Let's keep this. Man, this relies a lot on our Llanowar not dying, though. Here's hoping. Big money, no whammies. Maybe a tap land for old Jaffer here. Okay, we at least get a chance to put our Quirion Beastcaller down. Oh, that's cool. Give Jaffer the hello. Hadn't seen him in person in an event in a minute. You know what's funny? This is like the only time I use emotes that aren't just like GG or thinking. Is when I'm with other creators I know are well-meaning. Otherwise, like, I'd rather not have chat in my games, like, at all. Almost any game I play. Need to find a blue land, though, at this point. Untapped blue land would be real nice. I would really, really, really appreciate that. I mean, I would take any land, but preferably a blue one. Thank you. That's so nice. Okay, so now the question is, which way do we go about this? I think we tap this for our green. And then we can do this, which also gets us another point. Then we attack. Alright. So now, even if dragons show up, everything being +1 is going to be pretty big business. Don't kill my Battlecrier. It ain't done nothing. You actually kind of did do something to you. Let me play another body. I was like, it didn't do anything. Oh, it did do something. Great commentating. Hey, Godfather, how's it going? I did do commentary this past weekend for Arena Championship 8. It was a lot of fun. I always like doing that stuff. Got to do commentary with my friend Corey Baumeister. I actually did some commentating with Corey way back during the pandemic, so it was cool to get to work with him again. Okay, what do we got in the yard, Jaffer? Oh, okay, Rakshasa makes sense. Okay, there's some stuff going on here. So these are 2 less. So I could actually cast this for 3. And cast this for 2, though. Man, I kind of don't want to lose my Battlecrier, but I also kind of feel like maybe I have to lose our Battlecrier. Oh, boy, what are we looking to do here? We got to give stuff trample, right? We just can't not do it. If I do this, that trades. They take 1. I assume you block here. That's 2. So that's 3. And 8. That's 11. We can't kill them with this yet. I think we can only attack with these. Yeah, I assume that would be the block for sure. Alright. In the turn. I also didn't necessarily want to use this on a creature because with them being at 6, that's already 4 damage. So if we can get our attacks with trample to make up the difference, we could be okay here. I also feel like a lot of times today I've been functioning on like 2 or 3 land or on like 7 land. Oh, we had another Tursa. That's unfortunate. Alright, well currently only 2 cards over there. Alright, 5 cards in the yard. So still no freebie. But you do have access to 2 mana. And a fear of missing out. Okay. So we need one like 1 or 2 cost creature, I think. And that will set us up for what we want. Or we just draw that. I was like, well, that's the other way we go about business. We have 3 red lands. We'll just, yeah. Kind of unassuming, but just like, yeah, GG's. Sorry, man. Oh, no, we cannot keep this. That's an easy mulligan. This is a little better. We'll keep it. I'm going to get rid of one of those. Stadium Headliner. Probably the most popular card today, if we're being real. Like, seen that card more than anything else. Mostly because, like, if you're just doing any type of low-to-the-ground aggro, if you're doing goblins, if you're doing tokens, if you're doing mobilize, like, all those things are good with that card. Lethal Demolition, yep, turns into 3 little ones. Makes sense. Can't argue that logic too much. No attacks. Yeah, we got a very, very slow draw here with no new cards in it, unfortunately. Novus Inspector. Okay, so is this just a Boros Tokens aggro-y thing? Yeah, that's what it looks like is going on here. Alright. Obviously attack with everything, because that's what I would do. We will block one of these. I don't know what the world looks like that potentially gets us out of trouble here. But we'll see what it starts with. Pass a turn. I mean, they do have all small toughness things, so maybe if we can set up something with the siege, you know, possible. Like if we could go Trailblazer into another creature, maybe like a 2-mana thing, and then 1-mana thing plus siege next turn, like it maybe, like that's possible. Oh, nesting bot. Yep. Okay, this is kind of a thing. I mean, I have to do it in a weird order, which I don't like, but that's fine. Green. Play this. It's not worth attacking, so we'll wait. We were so far, and I think we're still behind. I think we're still going to end up losing, but it's surprising that we're actually that close with the siege. Because the only significant blocker they have is Narset here. So if there's a way we can block and leave them with minimal defense, maybe we can win. But if they just give everything haste and +1 here, then like we're cooked. All right. Well, I assume we're going to lose a great many things. Yeah, I was going to say, like, there's no way we're getting a hold of a big blocker there. That's non-negotiable, I'm pretty sure. And then pump up equal to the number of creatures you control and kill us. So that'd be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's what I would do. Yep, that's what I thought. All right, GG's. All right, we'll keep it. See what this turns into. We're going to ask politely that you do not kill our Llanowar elf, friend. They were nice enough to oblige. I appreciate that. Man, I want to play Surrak, but I think this is where we're supposed to do this. So if they do get spot removal, like, our cards still do stuff. Yeah, Frost Siege is real nice. I'm not going to lie. That card has definitely done some work. Speaking of which, do we just play Frostcliff Siege here and give all of our things trample? Because we're definitely playing a tap land, so we could set up that, I think. I mean, these already have trample, so maybe we don't do it yet. And we can decide what mode this needs to be on for later, I think. So let's just attack with these. I think this is fine. I mean, it would have been an extra +1, obviously, but that's okay. Then we just play this, I think. Alright, there's Sibsing Ceremony. That thing dies and makes you a card and a zombie. Sure. Alright. Time for cards to go to work, right? So we play this. We're going to choose the +1 haste and trample because we're already holding Dragonhawk here. Just going to play that straight up and we're just going to get in there. Just like, here comes some damage. Sure. And even if they have a sweeper here, if we draw an untapped land, we still get to Dragonhawk, attack, deal 9 in total at a minimum. If it's spot removal, we at least get a card and a +1/+1 on something. But I wouldn't be surprised if they sweep the board here. And like what's about to happen to us? All right, it wasn't a board sweeper. We're in business, y'all. We're in business. Yeah, like, here's the thing. Like, I get what we're doing here, and these things don't die, and they go to yard, and, like, you can discard a card here to save your creature if you want to, like, because that just destroys. It doesn't sacrifice. That just feels like a whole lot of... Like, this was my problem when I was... Everything I wanted to play with that card just felt like it was all just okay, even when we got the card. Because, like, think about it here. The opponent did the best thing they probably could do there. And, like, I don't even know how much it mattered, because we're just going to do this, right? Though Surrak's also legit here and probably helps us win. Yep, and then we just attack with everything. And, you know, we got Tramplies, and then these are going to do damage. And Dragonhawk plus the Siege is good enough. Bunch of Tramplers. Yeah. And then all these go off. I mean, I guess I could play a land, but whatever. Alright, cool. And this is no insult to my opponent, but this is why I say, like, this is the type of card that if it's going to make it in Standard, we still have a time to find the best deck, right? And how it's really going to work. Because, think about it. If I had, like, even return it to their hand at some point, right, in the turn... Now they've got to find a way to replay it, and it's 3 black, and it's like a whole thing. Or if I'm playing white and have just like, or green, I guess, have enchantment removal just the same. Like, it's just like, all right, well now what does the deck do when you're not making the zombies? Because even there, it's like you got value, you got a couple of cards off your things, you know, and it's just like nothing really mattered because they were just 2/2s. It's like, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I did get the Siege, and the Siege gives myself Trample, so that changes things. But, like, I don't know. It's hard for me to be sold. I think there will be a point where this card can be very good. I just don't know if it's early in the season yet. Well, all right. How do we feel about Low to the Ground Temur? Honestly, I think it's pretty good, but we do need some more interaction. Whether that's the new card that lets you destroy an artifact, enchantment, or remove something from the graveyard. Wouldn't mind having that. But really, maybe just another burn spell or two just to deal with some creatures. Maybe a fight spell. I don't know. I'll have to look and see what's available. But we do need like one more thing, I think, to make this the way we want. But otherwise, like it has some pretty sick turns. It has potential for just really big things to happen. You have just oversized small guys, which is really good. Like, yeah, there's lots going for it. But again, if you don't get like an early burst lightning or whatever to slow down one of the goblins or a Llanowar elf, like you do end up behind a little bit. You're kind of leaning on getting the Siege, which, speaking of, the Siege was spectacular in this deck. I'm pretty sure we won at least 2 games, if not 3, because of just the Siege, which is pretty cool. And I actually never even chose the card draw part. I think you're only going to ever choose that when you're down to like one creature, you know, where your opponent's like swept the board and whatever, and you're trying to like draw cards to catch up. But otherwise, you're probably almost always choosing the +1 and trample and haste, because that's just too good. You're getting 3 things, you know, like it's just too good to pass up. But yeah, you know the drill. Link in the description, all that good stuff. Support the sponsors, use the code. Watch another video, because when you watch it all the way through, it helps the channel. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.